Patience is key this morning for hundreds of residents and dozens of firefighters as they wait for a massive chemical plant fire to burn itself out.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Thanks for joining us on a Wednesday morning. I'm Josh Brighter.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Leo Linscheid on assignment this morning. And we start off with some good news this hour. There are some signs of hope in Rockton this morning. Dozens of firefighters do remain at the site of the chemtool plant, but they're now calling their response a waiting game after a change in attack yesterday. At this moment, the fire is contained, and crews are focused on putting out any hotspots that may flare up. It'll likely take a week still before this whole thing dies out. It's been burning since Monday morning's explosion, consuming 500,000 gallons of oil. Chemtool is one of the largest manufacturers of grease. The massive fire, a major blow for the village of about 7,000 people. Rockton is about 5 miles from the Illinois-Wisconsin state line. A multi-state response effort still underway this morning. More than 80 fire departments are helping, including some from southern Wisconsin. A private crew from Louisiana that specializes in industrial fires are now helping out by putting out the flames and protecting the surrounding environment.
Now, it's hard to forget that large plume of black smoke this fire caused. The sky is still hazy in the region. Doctors worried about the air quality at this time, and they want anyone within 3 miles of the plant to wear a mask if outside. Environmental officials have also placed air quality monitors around the community. We're told levels are high at the site of the plant currently, but the overall air quality is considered safe. Those mandatory evacuations are still in play this morning for that area. There is a shelter for residents at the nearby school in Roscoe.
That's where our Taylor Lazenby is this morning. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Josh. That's right. I'm here outside of Roscoe Elementary School, and this is where 11 evacuees are currently calling home right now. They're getting assistance from the Red Cross. Now, this is all due to their evacuation process that we're learning happened from the chemical plant. So we know now that the evacuation will continue as the colder temperatures have arrived from last night. That will potentially lead to smoke particles falling, making it harder for residents in this area to breathe. Now, evacuees say they were rattled, but they didn't find the experience to be that bad.
But it wasn't too bad of an experience, just uncomfortable.
We're going to be here as long as we need to, as long as people are forced to be out of their homes.
Now, guys, if you would like to help those impacted by the fire, they say you can contact the Red Cross to see if they need any donations. And also, you can go on to our website. This is Channel 3000 to learn more information. And coming up, we're going to tell you a little bit more about how they are monitoring the air quality levels here in Roscoe.
All right, Taylor Lazenby live this morning in Roscoe. Thanks, Taylor. Hotels in Rockton and Beloit this morning, meantime, are busy helping people out. Employees of the Holiday Inn in Beloit say that the phones are pretty much ringing nonstop. A lot of companies are offering special rates for evacuated guests.
Some of those guests include the hundreds of firefighters helping out in the effort. The governor of Illinois has activated the state's National Guard, too. Crews are working 8-hour shifts so they can stay energized in the days to come. Now, there are several fire departments helping in that area. That fire is currently burning at 1 inch per hour. 2 firefighters have been injured since Monday, but we're told they are both okay and recovering at home.
The cause of the fire still unknown this morning. It's unclear if Chemtool will face any fines or not. We do know that weeks ago, federal safety investigators were called in for a complaint. We also know that agents with the Illinois EPA are at the plant and have referred enforcement action to the Illinois Attorney General's office. News 3 Now Investigates is also on top of this. We are in the process of requesting documents related to these cases. We'll share anything we learn in the coming weeks.
Chemtool has 2 locations in Rockton. The plant where the explosion happened employs around 70 people. It was destroyed in the explosion. Rockton's mayor is hopeful the company will rebuild in the community since it's a major employer for the region. Chemtool says it's working with authorities as they investigate the explosion. Ahead at 6:30, we'll share some of the ways the company plans to support employees. And remember, we're always updating the story over on channel3000.com.
Madison certified most accurate forecast now. Austin, you are tracking a big shift in the weather. Nice and calm this morning. Cool, comfortable. And 24 hours from now, things are going to start to really change.
You said it perfectly. We're going to start to see it really heating up. And not only that, we're going to see higher humidity and a pretty solid chance for showers and thunderstorms late in the day tomorrow. What you're seeing outside right now on the sky cam, beautiful sunrise, and we're going to see sunshine pretty much all day long. Mostly sunny skies are expected. Now for tomorrow, a different situation. We do have a slight risk for severe weather. Most of that risk is going to hold off until late in the day. So if you are planning on traveling tomorrow morning, you should be good to go. Late in the day tomorrow, that's a little bit of a different situation with some showers and thunderstorms developing. And again, with strong to severe storms possible, we have issued an alert day for Thursday evening and for Thursday night as well. High winds, large hail, and heavy rain. Those are our main concerns right now. Can't rule out an isolated tornado, although the chance is pretty low currently. Future track showing the lower 80s by this afternoon. A lot of sunshine, low humidity, low wind speeds. Just a beautiful day outside. And then for tomorrow, starting off a little bit warmer than where we are today, even by around 5 or 10 degrees or so. Towards the end of the day, notice how up to our northwest we start to see those showers and thunderstorms developing. That's whenever they could become strong to severe as they do roll through our area. This is what our radar could look like at around 9 p.m. for tomorrow. So do keep that in mind. That's whenever we really are expecting those stronger to severe storms. Then most of this should clear out by the early morning hours of Friday. Drought monitor shows most of us still in that moderate drought phase right now. So the rain will be very welcome here for a lot of us. Hopefully we just don't see too many heavy downpours in the same spot. Now our temperatures in the 50s to start things out this morning. Juneau and Watertown actually starting in the upper 40s. So we have cooled things down this morning. Speaking of cooler temperatures, we have some chillier days ahead of us on our extended forecast, but that's just relative to what we really have seen. We're going to be a little cooler than average towards the beginning of next week, but what that really means for us is mid to upper 70s. It's going to just feel fantastic out there on those days. You take a peek at Monday afternoon after an AM rain chance. We're looking pretty good to go there for the rest of that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week looking nice. Even most of this weekend should be a pretty nice one, but we are expecting some showers and thunderstorms to develop late in the day on Sunday as well.
It's easy to forget that the average high is 79 degrees because we've been so hot lately.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't feel like we should be around that time.
It's been well above average, and the first day of summer technically starts on the 20th, so we're still in spring right now.
We have a lot of summer left.
We have a lot of summer left. That's exactly right.
You think everybody's going to get some rain tomorrow night?
I think there's a much better chance for all of us to at least see a little bit of some rainfall. But with the system moving through, I wouldn't be surprised if 1 or 2 spots actually missed out on this.
All right. Austin, thanks.
Well, in just a few hours, the Wisconsin Assembly will start going through a package of police reform bills. The bills have bipartisan support, and one of those would ban police chokeholds except in life-threatening situations or self-defense. Many of the bills passed the Senate last week and are supported by the law enforcement community.
Well, the effort to bring more people in rural areas broadband continues. Wisconsin could get a $125 million boost under the budget being written now by Republicans. This is about $75 million less, though, than what Governor Evers proposed. Republicans on the state's finance committee say the money would be financed through bonds. They could not provide details on how it would be allocated.
Governor Evers won't be activating the National Guard in Milwaukee. A Republican representative from New Berlin called on Evers to do so. He thinks local law enforcement can't handle the spike in violence after a weekend of shootings for Milwaukee. The mayor declining the need for the Guard, but said the city would welcome more funding from the state for law enforcement.
I am concerned about the long-term viability of the city to provide for the police department, and that's where he is in a key position to help us.
Wisconsin Democrats are calling on state Republicans to come to the table on alternatives. Milwaukee representatives want the state to match millions in funding for the community-oriented police or violence prevention around the state.
Authorities are releasing some pretty disturbing details in a deadly fire case out of Fort Atkinson. 36-year-old Elizabeth Durkee now accused of suffocating her grandmother. She told detectives that her grandma was suffering from diabetes and Parkinson's. She also mentioned that she originally planned to set the house on fire while she and her daughter were inside. She now faces intentional homicide charges, and her bond has been set at $1 million cash.
A new ruling in the death of Jamal Sutherland. He's the man who died in police custody of South Carolina deputies. A coroner has changed the cause of death in the case to a homicide. Sutherland died on January 5th while being forcibly removed from a cell after reportedly being tased 6 to 8 times. The officers in the incident have already been fired for their actions, and charges will be determined in the coming weeks.
Oh, to be a fly on the wall. We are about 30 minutes away now from President Joe Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin meeting. What the two hope will come from it.
Plus, some of the hardest working professionals out there. And we're back in the 608 with how a couple of local farmers are giving back this morning.
The best of the best mattress sale of the summer is on now at Ashley HomeStore. In-stock doorbusters are up to 60% off while they last. And now introducing purple mattresses for less than $20 a month. Plus the guaranteed best Tempur-Pedic deal in all of Wisconsin. Only at Ashley HomeStore.
Your parents spent years taking care of you. But as the years go by, it becomes your turn to take care of them. This might mean trusting a nursing home, which promises to care for them as cherished loved ones. But if the nursing home you've chosen is not keeping their promise, we can help. If your parents have been injured in a nursing home, call Habish, & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
It's time for new energy-efficient replacement windows from Champion. Right now, every Comfort 365 window style is 40% off. The Champion family is here to help. Get 40% off. Call now or download our free buyer's guide at getchampionwindows.com.
What a deal! Get top dollar for your trade now at East Madison Toyota during the summer buyback event. Bring us any make, any model, and get top dollar for your trade. If it runs, we've got the funds during the summer buyback event at East Madison Toyota. Plus, we've just received 8 truckloads of inventory with a great selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs at East Madison Toyota off I-90 and 151.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
It's a fact. We use our internet and TV more than ever, with most of us spending nearly 7 hours a day online. So it's no wonder thousands of families are switching to Spectrum, because most families have up to 8 connected devices, which means they need even more speed. Switch to Spectrum Internet and get the fastest starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits for just $44.99 a month, with a free modem and free security suite included. Call 833-546-4499. When it comes to TV, we're watching more than ever. In fact, 80% of us watch TV every day. Spectrum TV lets you catch all your favorite sports, news, and more live. Plus, download the free Spectrum TV app and watch on your devices. Switch to Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-546-4499. The fact is, Spectrum has the best services at the best price. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. We'll even buy out your current contract. Call 833-546-4499.
The best of the best store-wide sale of the summer is on now at Ashley HomeStore. Save up to 50% off in-stock furniture doorbusters. Then you choose between our 2 best bonus deals of the entire year. Only at Ashley HomeStore.
We're back at 6:12 this morning and just moments away from the Geneva summit between President Joe Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Now, the side has high expectations for any major developments. CBS's Ian Lee following the events from London.
President Biden squares off with Russian President Vladimir Putin today. The grand finale of an 8-day European tour that Mr. Biden used to shore up support from America's allies.
Everybody's absolutely thrilled to see you.
What you demonstrate is that leadership is partnership.
Today's summit takes place at this 18th century villa on Lake Geneva in Switzerland. The 2 leaders will first be joined by their foreign ministers and an interpreter, and then will open it up for 4 more aides from each side. All told, the meetings could last 4 to 5 hours.
I'm going to make clear to President Putin that there are areas where we can cooperate if he chooses.
Among the topics expected to be discussed, Ukraine, election interference, and cyber attacks.
There is plenty of proof that a number of cyber attacks in the past few years have come from Russia.
Both men have agreed that U.S.-Russian relations are at a low point. Mr. Biden is hoping to find areas of mutual interest.
He's bright, he's tough, and I have found that he is as they say, when he used to play ball, a worthy adversary.
The two presidents will hold separate news conferences at the end of the summit. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
In a blow to the Biden administration's goals for climate change, a federal court has sided with multiple states looking to stop the government's pause on oil and gas leasing. The states had sued after President Biden directed the administration to not issue new leases for oil and gas drilling in offshore waters and on public land. This while officials conducted an environmental and financial review of leasing practices. The court's decision is a temporary order while the lawsuit is ongoing.
The Biden administration plans to honor essential workers and military families next month as part of the White House's 4th of July holiday celebration. Thousands of these families will meet on the South Lawn to celebrate independence from the virus. They'll also have the best view for fireworks. The National plans to hold its annual display.
Well, it should be a much better day for Southwest Airlines today. The FAA issued yesterday a temporary ground stop for Southwest. The stop was requested by Southwest, which had been grounding and delaying hundreds of flights because of computer issues. The problem started 2 nights ago with an unspecified technical problem, and by yesterday afternoon, Southwest said it was resuming normal operations, but not before having to cancel about 500 flights.
So everyone has technical issues, not just News 3 now. Hey, this is your first day back dealing with a little bit of change this week as we...
Smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing so far. It wasn't so much so on Monday morning, but thankful to our crew that's been working behind the scenes. For those that have been wondering why we're kind of off in this little corner, our switcher, which is basically the way that the show is run, is out right now. We're waiting on a part. So that's why some of the things are a little weird so far. So Chris and I are like super close, just hanging out.
Yeah, we're limited technically, but you know what this staff has managed to put together with the limitations that we're currently under is really impressive. And I've got to give my hats off to everybody behind the scenes right now, busting their tail off, and we've been working some extended shifts and figuring out some workarounds to make it this possible. I mean, really, there's not a huge difference, I think, to the average viewer of you know, our normal show. So
it's the show goes on, right? We got to fill the time. We got to give the news and weather. So
that's right.
And speaking of the weather,
how about that? Yeah, we have a beautiful day ahead of us today. We're starting out in the 40s and 50s. Now starting to see these temperatures rising a little bit. Those lower to mid 50s for most of us. Dew points are in the 40s. They're actually going to stay there for today, and that's going to be relatively dry as our temperatures rise into the low 80s. So it's not going to be a very muggy day at all here for today. We're not expecting rain showers either today. We're going to stay dry on our Wednesday. A pretty nice day overall. But then you take a peek here at our futurecast, and that's going to show an afternoon high of 81 degrees. Now today, a beautiful one. Tomorrow, it's going to be in the lower 90s with higher humidity and a chance of showers and storms late in the day. So do keep that in mind. Tomorrow is going to be quite a bit different than the beautiful, wonderful Wednesday that we are expecting here for today. And then taking a peek here at our first warn traffic. We are seeing lots of green right now. No current notifications of any accidents or even slowdowns in the main arteries in and out of Madison. But taking a closer peek at some of these roadways, just some construction going on as of right now. Otherwise, we're looking really good to go here with our traffic, but it's also pretty early in the day right now. Not a lot of people on the road, so not too much to actually really slow down on those roadways as of right now.
So a little behind the scenes stuff. This is actually the weather desk.
It is, yeah.
So we've got
this is where I usually do
We've
work.
got all the weather computers right here in front of us, and all morning I've been like, don't bump the keyboard. I'm going to screw up Austin's forecast. So if we start clicking and nosing
press
around
the space bar, and we'll go to the next graphic.
Yeah, there it goes. And we haven't spilled coffee like Leah did on Monday, so.
I didn't even hear about that. It's working though still.
It wasn't a lot. It was just on the side, but I'm like, I knew it was going to happen, and of course it did.
All right, we'll try not to mess anything up, Austin.
That's great.
Thanks.
Well, it is Dairy Month in the 608, and there are a couple of local women giving back in a pretty unique way. A great story here. It's no surprise the pandemic hit many people, especially businesses, hard over the last year. Some of us found ourselves with a little extra downtime, but a couple of local farmers used this time to show support for the community that's been there for them over the years. It was as easy as creating some apparel with a farm theme, of course. We caught up with Sydney Endress and Mariah Martin at Jazzy Jerseys. That's Sydney's family farm in Lodi. Sydney and Mariah met while studying at UW-Madison together, and during the pandemic, they set out to help families here in the 608 and across the country.
The goal of dairy farming is to feed their surrounding communities, and we know that milk is one of the most requested items at food banks. So to be able to raise money to make it possible for food banks to put this nutritious product in the hands of families that really need it, this was a great way to do it.
Yeah, those shirts, super popular too. So far, more than 1,500 have been purchased across the country. And because of that support, they've been able to donate nearly $3,000 to Feeding America's Great American Milk Drive and $19,000 in milk and cheese for Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin's Adopt a Cow program. So if you're interested in supporting their mission, I've got links up on channel3000.com this morning. Some farmers doing something good. Obviously, they appreciate the support from the community, so it's kind of cool to see them giving back to all the people that have supported them over the years, Chris.
Yeah, what a great mission. And those food banks can really stretch that money. So every dollar that I'm sure that's being donated is being put to good use.
Especially right now, too. So remember to let me know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out on social media or email us at inthe608@wisctv.com for a chance to be featured. Well, 620 right now. She's only had 8 decades or so to practice her moves, and you just have to see the video of the dancing grandma when we come back.
And it's the perfect place to unwind. Coming up in our next half hour, we continue wandering Wisconsin and take you to this gem of a location up north. We'll be right back.
Bring it on. It's the Green Tag Sales Event. Get your new John Deere X350 lawn tractor for just $76 per month with 4.9 for 48 months. Get a John Deere now and
power up with Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine. It makes my teeth darker. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. And using Power Swabs, it's made a difference.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like, you got to leave it on for 30 minutes, and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on, and it was good to go.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
The Secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip in your mouth for 30 minutes.
I've tried like every over-the-counter whitening because, I'm one of those people that's like obsessed with white teeth. The Power Swabs were so easy to use. I don't have to have strips sitting on my face for an hour. I don't have to have a foam tray where I feel like I'm going to gag or I'm going to go play football.
When I used these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Show off your white smile this 4th of July and call for your 5-minute solution. Order Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free. Plus, you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner.
Since 1934, Steinhafels has been proud to be a local family-owned company, and we're excited to share that Steinhafels is now an employee-owned company. To celebrate, we're having a sale. Right now, take 35 to 50% off the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. So come celebrate and save. Only at Steinhafels and Steinhafels.com.
Bring it on. It's the Green Tag Sales Event on now at Sloan's. Get 0% for 48 months and $500 off on a John Deere Z900 series. Get a John Deere now and
power up with Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
Welcome back. Almost 6:24 right now. Lina sharing her morning with us. This was from last Friday, the storm rolling over the Monona Terrace. Austin, this is such a cool photo because you can see the blue sky, but then how quickly the weather can change here in the summer in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it was one of those really cool days, and we're going to have a similar day tomorrow where you could even see some blue skies overhead, but then a thunderstorm in the complete other direction. So it's very interesting to see, but those days, I mean, that's whenever you can get those strong storms as well, like we did end up seeing on that Friday.
Yeah,
good pick.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. If you've got a picture of your morning, just use the hashtag #MyNews3Morning so we can share it right here on the program. Well, now some video you have to see to believe. A grandma from Russia has a fun way to get through her daily routines.
So this is 82-year-old Anna Berdnikova. She's known as Granny Anya. She uses music and dance to help her get through the day. She prefers Soviet songs as well as the tender melodies from old Indian movies. Because of her vivid personality, she's become somewhat of a local celebrity, taking pride in keeping her yard tidy as well and the town's stairwells.
What a great little
Pretty
granny.
Adorable.
That is.
She has got some moves.
Or the dancing babushka. Is that what we're calling it?
Bubbly babushka.
The bubbly babushka.
I think we all can learn a little bit from Granny there.
I think so. Yeah.
Spry at her ripe old age. How about that?
Just a good attitude.
Love it.
Love seeing it.
Loving this weather too, Austin. It's been looking, it was feeling just wonderful this week.
And I'm going to try to get outside as much as I can later on this afternoon because it is going to be extremely nice again. Right now it's 50 degrees in Madison, so it is a cool start compared to what we have seen. Tomorrow morning we're going to be around 10 degrees warmer, but even some 40s to start things out. Camp Douglas at 46, Wautoma right now at 48 degrees. Dew points will remain low for today, so it's not going to be humid. It is not going to be muggy. It won't be windy either, and it won't be raining. We're going to stay dry here for today. Tomorrow's whenever we have that strong to severe chance for thunderstorms, and that's going to be late in the day for tomorrow. So just to plan your day today, a high temperature of 81, a lot of sun.
All right, Austin, thank you. Stay with us. You're watching News 3 Now this morning, and we'll return here in just a few minutes.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Bring it on. It's the Green Tag Sales Event. Get your new John Deere X350 lawn tractor for just $76 per month with 4.9 for 48 months. Get a John Deere now and
Power up with Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
Culligan Water not only sells the best water softeners, but also rents them. Big box plumbers and online sellers don't. With renting, you never pay for repairs or extended warranties. And Culligan softeners are backed by the world's largest dealer network. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo reminds you to be sure to ask about delivery options when shopping for new furniture. Because every store is different. Some stores have very specific restrictions, while others charge you an arm and a leg. At McGann's, we take pride in our skilled delivery team, and in most cases, delivery is free. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
Can you hear it? This summer, the thrill is calling. Answer it at Six Flags with the kind of thrills, food, and fun you won't find anywhere else. Face your fears on a coaster, share a funnel cake, grab a selfie. That's right, it's time to pack up the family or pick up your friends and head to Six Flags. Right now, you can snag tickets as low as $29.99 at sixflags.com. Hey, the thrill is calling for you.
Bring it on. It's the Green Tag sales event on now at Sloan's. Get 0% for 48 months and $500 off on a John Deere Z900 series. Get a John Deere now and
power up with Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
A true team effort this morning as hundreds of firefighters helped put out a massive chemical plant fire in northern Illinois.
This is News 3 Now This Morning.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Josh Ryder. Lee Linscheid is on assignment today. We begin with that update out of Rockton, Illinois, where we're seeing some signs of progress this morning.
That's right. The fire at the chem tool plant is still burning itself out. There is no longer a threat, though, that it will spread. Investigators are actively working to determine a cause also. We know dozens of firefighters remained at the site overnight, and evacuation orders are still in effect this morning for those living within a mile of the plant.
It's been nearly 48 hours since Monday's explosion at ChemTool, which is one of the world's largest manufacturers of grease. The plant is about 5 miles south of Beloit. Crews from more than 80 departments are responding. In the last day, a special team from Louisiana known for putting out industrial fires was also brought in to help. They used firefighting foam and dug trenches to block any runoff water full of chemicals from going into the Rock River. Emergency vacuums are also available if any bad material gets beyond the trenches. The Illinois Environmental Protection Agency is sending agents to Rockton. They're collecting various water samples in the Rock River to ensure that no pollutants have reached the water supply.
Black smoke still coming from the site this morning. It is not nearly as thick as it has been this week. As of now, though, it's still unclear when folks will be able to return home. Around 1,000 people are affected by the mandatory evacuation orders. Some are staying at the evacuation center set up right now in nearby Roscoe. The orders are in place for several reasons. At first, crews needed complete access to get to the plant for their initial response, but doctors are also worried about how the smoke coming from the fire will impact people. The weather in Rockton could also keep smoke lower for the next few nights. There are 30 air quality monitors in place this morning, 4 water quality monitors as well. All have determined the area safe right now. Doctors, though, say the evacuation order is in place out of extreme caution.
We understand that it is disruptive to many of our businesses for an additional day to kind of overnight to go through this, but we are doing this out of extreme caution.
Doctors are also urging anyone within 3 miles of the plant to wear a mask outside and to handle any debris falling from the sky with shovels and gloves. The debris should also be kept separate from any household waste. You can find other concerns about the debris at channel3000.com.
Federal safety investigators are also involved this morning, working with local officials to determine what caused the explosion. Federal records show that OSHA agents also visited the plant back in May after receiving a complaint. Few details about that incident have been released, and records show the investigation remains open.
More now on the air quality around the plant. Crews are working right now to gather data to determine if there are any threats that this fire may have caused.
Yeah, those evacuees are staying at Roscoe Middle School, a town over out an abundance of caution for any potential air quality threat. And that's where News 3 Now's Taylor Lazenby is live this morning. Taylor, good morning to you.
Good morning, Josh. Good morning, Chris. That's right. We are outside of Roscoe Elementary where 11 people are currently sheltering in place until they get information about that it's safe for them to return back into their homes. Now, what they're checking out here is the air quality, like you've mentioned all morning. What that looks like, this is one of the machines that we've seen as a technician came to check that air quality all morning. He started at around 3. He's come back again around 4-ish, and he said he'll do it around every hour or 2 or so. Now, what they are monitoring for is different potential harmful particles in the air. Now, the smoke could be carrying chemicals and debris from building and products that were burned. They have organic compounds that come from human-made chemicals that are used in chem tools products. Now, these can also pose a severe risk, sometimes of throat and eye irritation, sometimes even cancer. Now, they're also looking for sulfur dioxide and lead. The EPA is using these air quality machines to track the data, wind, and temperature measurements to determine if the particles pose any type of threat.
At this point, it's ongoing. I can't give you the exact monitoring details, but we're really looking to see what change that there might be. So that will lead us to, if there's any indication, to concerns with life safety.
Now, guys, when we last spoke to him, he did say that he is recommending that people in the area still wear their masks just as a safety precaution. And he did say the people over there assisting with the fire at the plant are using gas masks and N95 masks right now just to make sure that their air quality there, they are safe and secure. And, of course, we will update you with this story and more information as it becomes readily available on air and online at our website, channel3000.com.
Taylor Lasby tracking the air quality. Thanks, Taylor. ChemTool lists Rockton as its headquarters. It does have 2 locations in the village. The larger plant employed about 70 people, all of them evacuated before firefighters got there with no injuries reported. A spokesperson for ChemTool says the company will continue to support employees while the plant is closed with full pay, benefits, and counseling services. 2 firefighters were hurt while responding to the fire. Thankfully, this morning we were able to share that both are doing okay. One suffered a cut or some type of leg injury. He was treated at the scene. The other had some trouble breathing. He's since been released from the hospital.
Good news to hear, because when you think about how massive this fire is, things could have been very different. Witnesses described hearing several loud bangs, and one man who lives within the evacuation zone is staying at Roscoe Middle School, where Taylor Lazenby was at there just momentarily ago. That's where the Red Cross is helping those impacted. Despite his situation, he says he's going with the flow.
I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is and not stress too much. And I hope everyone's staying safe. And if anyone feels like guilty for taking help, don't, because this service is in place for people that need it.
Officials are hoping the evacuation order will be lifted sometime today, and there's a news conference set for 9 o'clock this morning, which we'll be carrying online at channel3000.com.
Rockton, located in Winnebago County, the county board has since issued a disaster proclamation for the area. It's in effect until June 21st. The governor of Illinois has also activated the state's National Guard to help out if needed.
I want to thank the individuals from the state of Illinois, also our federal and local authorities who have been helping us throughout this incident. It's been trying on all of us, all of our fire personnel.
The Red Cross and Salvation Army are also mobilized. Now, the fire is burning at about 1 inch an hour. Firefighters say it could take up to 7 days for it to completely burn out, something we will continue, of course, to monitor here on air and online at channel3000.com. Our coverage will continue whenever there are updates online, so keep plugged in to channel3000.com and our News 3 Now mobile app.
6:37 is your time. Austin Kopnitsky is here in for Chris Reese with your certified most accurate forecast. Just a beautiful start out there to this Wednesday.
We really just have another beautiful day ahead of us for today. Tomorrow, not so much. That's what we're really locking in here with our forecasting as of right now, because today, there's just really not much happening. Lower 80s, low humidity, low wind speeds. It's going to feel fantastic pretty much from start to finish, although we are off to a slightly cooler start this morning with temps in the 40s and 50s. Now, our severe weather outlook for tomorrow. Again, this is what we're watching out for right now, a slight risk for severe weather. That'll generally move through late in the day for tomorrow, so even tomorrow morning should be pretty good to go. And most of today, well, actually all of today is going to be good to go. But for tomorrow, we have issued that alert day, especially for Thursday afternoon and evening and into the nighttime hours. Strong to severe thunderstorms are possible. High winds, large hail, and heavy rain. Those are our main threats as of right now. Future Track going to show those the next round of storms moving moving through. But take a peek here up to our northwest. You're going to watch them really get quite a bit stronger here late in the day on Thursday, and then that's going to end up moving through our area by around 9 p.m. on Thursday. This is what our radar could end up looking like. Most of this, however, will clear out by the time we reach Friday morning. But again, some of those storms that do move through tomorrow late in the day could be strong to severe. Drought monitor shows that we are in desperate need of those rain showers. However, it would be nicer if we could really see a steady rainfall throughout an entire day rather than one big burst of rainfall. But hey, we'll take what we can get as of right now. Temperatures in those lower to upper 50s for most of us. Camp Douglas and Wautoma still hanging out in those mid to upper 40s currently. 6 to 10-day temperature outlook does show, however, a bit of a cool down, especially towards the end of this extended forecast. Notice how at the beginning of next week, we're going to be in the mid to upper 70s. That's actually a little bit below average. I haven't said below average in terms of temperatures for quite some time, so kind of feels good to talk about that little bit of a cool down right there. And that means at this time of the year, we have some very nice weather ahead of us. Some nice days, especially at the beginning of next week. Lower humidity, lower temperatures as well. The 70s finally making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the time of year that I like below average.
Yeah.
In the wintertime, not so much. But
Not at all in the winter. It's just been so cool and comfortable. Really a contrast from what we've been experiencing with the high humidity and the high heat. This is feeling great. Keep an eye out for those thunderstorms tomorrow night.
No problem.
Thanks, Austin.
Well, coming up, as the pride flag is flying outside of the Wisconsin State Capitol, why Republican lawmakers plan to take action today on bills banning transgender athletes. We'll be right back.
This isn't your typical runaway bride scene. It's a Nissan sales event ad.
Hurry in for a low $219 per month lease on the 2021 Rogue.
It's the HyVee Mega Produce Sale this Thursday through Sunday. Red or yellow peppers, just $1 each. Stamilk cherries, only $3.88 a pound. And Bushel Boy tomatoes, just $1.88 a pound. This Thursday through Sunday at HyVee.
In one instant, an accident can change your life. Gingras, Thompson & Walks has assembled the top personal injury lawyers in Wisconsin to fight for victims' rights. If you've been injured in an accident, contact Gingras, Thompson & Walks for a free consultation.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner.
Since 1934, Steinhafels has been proud to be a local, family-owned company. And we're excited to share that Steinhafels is now an employee-owned company. To celebrate, we're having a sale. Right now, take 35 to 50% off the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. So come celebrate and save. Only at Steinhafels and steinhafels.com.
Things may be different, but at Denny's, one thing will always remain the same. Our dedication to safely serving guests the food they love. And hey, if you love to feed people too, we want you to join our family. Apply at Dennys.com today.
Oh, baby, are you going my way? I see you kicking off 4 hours a day, so baby, don't know you at all. I'm not crazy or a fiend. Not stalker and a fiend.
And lock down your money with security from Chase. Control feels good. Chase, make more of what's yours.
It's the HyVee Mega Produce Sale this Thursday through Sunday. Sweet corn, 2 for just $1. Monterey mushrooms, only 99 cents. And buy one, get one free on Josie's Organics salads. Don't miss the HyVee Mega Produce Sale.
This isn't your typical runaway bride scene. It's a Nissan sales event ad.
For 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
A local breeder's caught selling sick puppies, yet he's still in business. Chris Stanford gets answers from state officials.
Why do they still have a license to sell dogs?
Learn 3 telltale signs of breeding deception. Thursday on News 3 Now at 10.
We are hoping to get our community on the road to recovery.
There's a lot of joy and excitement to go back to normal school. So happy to not have to worry as much.
It has been another great turnout.
News 3 Now, taking action to protect everyone from COVID-19.
We're back here at 6:42. A big decision in D.C. where every member of the U.S. Senate has approved a bill that would make June 19th, a federal holiday. Wisconsin Republican Senator Ron Johnson had blocked this bill back in 2020, but he voted in favor of it last night. The House also expected to pass the measure. It would then need the president's signature. Juneteenth celebrates the emancipation of people who have been enslaved. Madison already recognizes the day and is flying the Juneteenth flag downtown.
Here's something we're watching today here in Wisconsin as Republicans plan to vote on bills banning transgender athletes from girls' sports. This debate comes in the middle of Pride Month. Governor Evers has already said he'll veto the bill if it gets to him. Republicans currently control the assembly. The chamber set aside 5 hours of debate for these measures. Democrats say the bills are discriminatory and unnecessary. 6:43 right now, and it is Dairy Month in the 608, and there are a couple of local farmers giving back in a pretty cool way. This morning, we're spotlighting 2 women here in the 608 who are making a very positive impact on their hometown and really across the country. We caught up with Sydney Endress and Mariah Martin at Jazzy Jerseys, Sydney's family farm in Lodi. Sydney and Mariah are now best friends after studying at UW-Madison together. With a background in marketing, Mariah designed support local dairy farmers and Stay Cheesy apparel to sell online. All of the proceeds benefit families served by Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin and Feeding America's Great American Milk Drive.
The reaction was like something we could have never imagined. The amount of support that we had from not only like the Madison community, but Wisconsin, the Midwest, and even across the nation to help with this project really was like outstanding for how to see people wanting to give back in any way that they could.
Get this, more than 1,500 shirts have already been purchased, and this was purchased across the country. Because of that, they've been able to donate nearly $3,000 to Feeding America's Great American Milk Drive and $19,000 in milk and cheese for Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin's Adopt a Cow program. So if you're interested in supporting this mission, you can find a link up on channel3000.com.
Oh, I love this cause.
It's so cool because, and they said, farmers wouldn't be able to do it without our support from all of us that have supported them. So it's cool to see them coming back and supporting the communities that have been there for them for so many years, especially during a tough time that's been the last year.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been there for us for how long? And
yes.
At least we could do is throw a little something their way.
And yeah, fun t-shirts.
Get a cool shirt in the process.
Stay cheesy, right?
There you go. Love it. Good looking shirts.
Remember to let me know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out either on social media or email in the 608 at WISCTV.com for a chance to be featured.
All right, it's time to wander Wisconsin, and today we are headed up north as we are checking out some of the best vacation hotspots in the state this week. So this time we were making the drive all the way up Highway 13 to Bayfield and the Apostle Island.
USA Today considers it one of the best coastal small towns. Despite being called Wisconsin's smallest city, it has a lot to offer. The area is filled with berry farms and orchards and even a few wineries.
I mean, look at this. Doesn't this city just look picturesque? The downtown area also has a lot to offer with a whole lineup of shops for the whole family.
Yeah, for nature lovers, the Apostle Islands is the place to be, and beautiful hiking on the 22 islands, part of the protected National Lakeshore. Of course, there's canoeing and camping as well.
Previously, I said it was a 4.5-hour drive. It's 5.5 hours, so it is, it's definitely not a day trip. But hey, you can make a weekend or a long weekend out of it. It looks gorgeous.
I just think we're so lucky here in Wisconsin to have so many great lakes. You have Lake Superior, you have Lake Michigan, and those coastlines are just something to see. It's something to experience for everyone.
And coastlines like that, I mean, how could you pass it up?
There's just nothing like that, especially during the summer. Wintertime, depending on the day if you have that wind coming off the lake, but still a lot of stuff during the winter too.
Plenty of time in this summer to take advantage.
Yeah, so our Wandering Wisconsin series continues. Tomorrow we'll be visiting the water park capital of the world, the Wisconsin Dells, and then Friday, Mark Schilling and I took a trip down to Cassville on the Mississippi River. You look forward to that. That's a pretty cool story. You're going to meet a couple of twins down there that run a cafe, so a really cool story down there.
All right,
looking forward to sharing it. Yeah, you can go on channel3000.com to learn more about all of these stories. This has been such a fun thing we've been doing this month.
Oh man, it's the summer road trips.
Yeah.
Right? So we're giving you plenty of options.
All across the state.
All right, here's a message in a bottle story for you. Someone got it in Portugal, all the way from Rhode Island.
This is a feel-good story that you need to hear about this morning. This is such a cool story. So in 2018, someone in New England put a message in a bottle in the Atlantic Ocean, and this year a man in Portugal found it. Christian Santos was spearfishing off the coast when he found the message. The message said, quote, "It is Thanksgiving. I am 13 and visiting my family in Rhode Island. I'm from Vermont." The sender of the message has not been found yet.
Oh, hopefully they track him down.
I'm sure they will. In this time of social media, it'll be no time.
Yeah. All right, Austin, we got a little bit of time left for weather.
We do, yeah, and a gorgeous day ahead of us. No real issues here on our Wednesday. Tomorrow, a different situation with thunderstorms late in the day, but calm winds we're looking at right now. They're going to stay calm for most of today. Temperatures starting out in the 50s. They're not going to stay in the 50s, though. We will bring those temperatures back up into the lower 80s. We have an expected high of around 81 degrees. Dew points also going to remain in the 50s. This is one factor that's not going to change much here for today. So as our temperatures rise, you're going to notice it doesn't feel very muggy outside as the dry air is still sticking around, but our Doppler track showing nothing as well. We are going to stay dry here for today. Just a fantastic Wednesday that we're looking at. But again, by the time we do reach tomorrow, a different situation as we are watching out for some showers and storms late in the day tomorrow. So get outside today and enjoy it. A high of 81 degrees with low humidity and a lot of sunshine. I'm definitely going to spend my outdoors here, or my afternoon rather, outdoors.
Yeah, lunch outside today.
Yeah, lunch outside, that's a must if you can.
All right, thanks, Austin. All right, coming up in the morning sprint, what's in your makeup products?
But first, if you have a little kid turning 3 soon, please let us know that oh boy. Tough morning here. Not just the technical difficulties. I can't even talk. Please let us know so we can show their picture on TV. And we're sorry that we haven't been able to show them this week due to our technical problems. But as soon as we can, we will catch up on all of the missed birthdays. So thank you for staying with us here on News 3 Now this morning. We'll be right back after this if I can keep talking for another 10 minutes here.
News 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
The best of the best store-wide sale of the summer is on now at Ashley HOMESTORE. Save up to 50% off in-stock furniture doorbusters. Then you choose between our 2 best bonus deals of the entire year. Only at Ashley HOMESTORE.
Rather than sleep on the sofa under my new ceiling fan, I thought, get one for the bedroom. So I'm back at Madison Lighting for another fan. I turned the thermostat up 6 or 7 degrees and ran my new fan in the family room. The humidity, gone. So the fan experts at Madison Lighting are helping me choose the right fan for my bedroom. I got my room dimensions and I brought some pics. Quiet, quality fans are on sale till June 20th. Madison Lighting on Watts Road.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Menards has what you need to keep your home safe. From smoke and carbon monoxide alarms to fire extinguishers and more, Kidde Home Safety Products keep your family protected from emergencies. Grab a general use fire extinguisher. It lasts up to 12 years and adds an extra measure to protect you and your family at home. Save 11% on all Kidde Home Safety Products right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. The best of the best mattress sale of the summer is on now at Ashley HOMESTORE. In-stock doorbusters are up to 60% off while they last. And now introducing Purple mattresses for less than $20 a month. Plus the guaranteed best Tempur-Pedic deal in all of Wisconsin. Only at Ashley HOMESTORE.
Edgewood College graduate degrees. Bring it.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
And we start with our continuing coverage of the Chemtool fire in Rockton. A mile evacuation radius still in effect this morning. The fire expected to continue burning into next week. What is burning is all the grease products the plant manufactured. There are air quality concerns this morning for the area. The EPA is currently working on finding out more. We'll be updating channel3000.com as new information becomes available.
Happening right now, President Biden is meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Geneva, Switzerland. The summit's agenda includes election interference, cyber attacks, and Ukraine. This sit-down is the final event of Biden's 8-day visit to Europe, his first overseas trip since taking office.
It's been years of hard work, but the Dane County Miracle Lafayette Field is finally opened. Last night, kids of all abilities got to test it out. It's located in Cottage Grove. It's made of rubber turf, so access is easy for wheelchairs or walkers. The league already has 100 kids excited to play on it.
We cannot stress the importance of this right now. The DNR asking people to avoid burning in our area due to high fire danger. Things are just too dry across the state. More than half of Wisconsin's counties are currently under this warning, and another 20 are at a moderate level.
Well, here's something to think of the next time you buy makeup. A new study finds that half of all cosmetics in the U.S. and Canada have chemicals that could lead to some serious health issues like cancer or reduced birth weights. Researchers from the University of Notre Dame are behind the study. A group of senators are working on legislation to ban these chemicals in beauty products.
Mackenzie Scott is giving away $2.7 billion. In a blog post, the former wife of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos says she is giving the money to nearly 300 organizations that have been historically underfunded or overlooked. Scott has given away more than $5 billion since she split from Bezos.
The Department of Defense reports the U.S. is more than halfway done with withdrawing troops from Afghanistan. The U.S. also handed over 6 facilities to the Afghan Ministry of Defense. President Biden has pledged to withdraw all troops from Afghanistan by September 11th.
A bill banning transgender girls from participating in school sports goes before Assembly lawmakers today. Republicans who control the chamber plan to approve the bill. Governor Evers, though, says he stands with transgender athletes and plans to veto the bill if it's also approved by the Senate.
China wants to send 3 astronauts to the country's space station. This would be China's first human space flight in 5 years. The team would spend 3 months orbiting Earth.
Some sad news for Wisconsin foodies. The Avenue Club is closing in August, but there's a good reason behind the closure. The Wisconsin Youth Symphony Orchestra plans to redevelop the area and will build a new and large practice space at the site. The new center is expected to take several years to complete.
A new solar energy project in Dane County is moving forward. The approval was just granted. The project will be located in southeast Madison. It would help power Madison Gas and Electric and the city's school district. The array will include 28,000 solar panels and generate 8 megawatts of electricity.
If you're heading outside early this morning, temperatures starting out in the 50s as of right now. Wautoma and Camp Douglas slacking a little bit behind right now in the 40s, but we're all going to warm up into the upper 70s and low 80s by this afternoon. Some cooler temperatures not too far away, however, so you can see right there. 10-day forecast does show a slight cool down for next week. Temperatures will fall into the 70s for a brief moment, but what we're really watching out for is that alert day here late in the day on Thursday. Showers and thunderstorms late, and especially in the early nighttime hours on Thursday. Some could be strong to severe.
All right, thanks, Austin. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Join us tomorrow morning.